I was reading about things like Cole Porter, and then I realized Stephen Sondheim. I have something in common with him too. Is that we both I I love perfect rhymes. I don't write my songs without perfect rhymes. Because I will not rhyme uh, fine and dime. But most of you know what a perfect rhyme is, and if you don't, you should. I mean, I'm sure you do. Douglas Romoff is watching. Doug, I've had a rough start tonight. I've dropped my phone twice. I brought a package into the house that was not sprayed down. Uh, but I'm still here, still alive. Uh, too much light on. Where? It says too much light on. Who said that? Too much light on your head. No, it's just my natural. I know I can't really turn it down. I understand. If I get back here, well, maybe, all right, I'm just going to do one little thing. See if I can turn it down a little bit. Oh, it's my music stand. I do believe it was my, no. Well, oh, I know what to do. Oh, it's just still the same. What are you going to do? The phone, something's wrong with the phone, I think. 'Cause every time when I try to change it to the left, I turn green. So my right arm, that's my right. What is this? And something's wrong with it. Something wrong. Anyway, Stephen Sondheim and I both have one thing in common with him, and that is I like perfect rhymes. And so when I was reading the book about the Hat, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the Hat song, the Hat book, the big, thick, long one with the brilliant lyrics, and it was so good. Uh, I had in common with him. Well, he likes to drink when he writes. I can't drink when I write. Uh, and he sits down with a pencil and but he's utterly brilliant. I mean, we all know this. But at least he likes perfect rhymes, and I like perfect rhymes. And I'm never going to meet him to discuss this. But he has heard my songs, and he has commented on them. He likes them, he said. I think he's maybe being nice, but he likes them. He liked me and Lenny, and which I'm proud of. I'm glad he likes me and Lenny. That's probably the only one he's heard. He probably heard it on Jonathan Schwartz or something like that. Don't you think? So, which way does this have to go to be right? Let me tell you something as we start. This is my Mr. Rogers music. This should be playing as I walk into the house and take my sweater off and comb my hair and wash my hands. This should be playing in the background. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place, it's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I've practiced, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing, sing, sing. You see, the bass your guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. Oh, I couldn't say that, where the hell you are. Where the heck you are, for the kids. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare. And lots, no, I'm going to say where the hell you are. This show is not for kids. See, space is full. I'll keep the hell in. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind. And the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords is no less a miracle than Lord. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. Then when I'd fall apart, then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede. And he'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. He made the rules for molecules, atoms, time and space, and he knows it's impossible. Knows it's impossible. Knows it's impossible. Knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. All during that song, I was thinking, how could I get that playing in the background on a live stream to Facebook? I don't know. If any of you geniuses out there have an idea how I could get that playing, just repeating, even when we go out in the street. Because I think that's going to be the whole. I think that's definitely going to be our theme song when I get back into performing for people. So anyway, the reason I brought up Sweeney Todd, what's his name? Stephen Sondheim, is whatever the hell his name is because I used to do this song and I realized today that I got to get this back in the book too. I tend the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale, his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod. Did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients of great renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved. By Sweeney, by Sweeney, by Sweeney Todd. The demon barber of Fleet Street. Swing your razor wide, high, Sweeney. Swing it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who moralize. Swing your razor high, Sweeney. Hold it to the sky, Sweeney. Freely flows the blood of those who moralize. is bare. I love my bow and a fancy chair. I love this line. A mug of suds and a mug of suds and a leather strap, an apron, a towel, and a pail and a mop. For neatness he deserves a nod. Does Sweeney Todd. The demon barber of Fleet Street. That's worth working on. That's worth working on. And there's so much more to the song, as you probably know. I'm not going to bother with that part. That's good. I like that. That's fun to play. That's great fun to play. Ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong. Howard Glasser Super. Lena, how are you, Lena? You okay? You keeping busy? Thank you, Doug. I should just write something like that. But what are you going to do? That's just how Stephen Sondheim is writing songs like that. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, everything's acting weird. Tomoko Ono Farnham is watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm good, Lena. I miss you and the Chalks. Lena Rideout, who is, along with Mary Brienza and Catherine Markey, make up the Chalks, a group you must gather. Many of you have seen the Chalks, I'm sure, being New Yorkers. But if you haven't, you need to have the Chalks. Lena, I was just watching on, we're enjoying you on our back deck in Pennsylvania. Good. Up in the mountains of Pennsylvania? Is that like in the mountain park? Yes. Chalks. Yes, Chalks. Chalks forever. Eddie Metz is watching. Eddie, are you in? No, you're in New Jersey, Eddie. Lena's in Pennsylvania. They get farther and farther away. But we are socially something or other. Oh, there it is. I'm this way. We are socially distanced. Yes, I could say in Pennsylvania on the back deck you are. I'm at the Gerald Grave. I'm in the Poconos. Okay, everybody's going to the foothills. Lena Rideout, foothills. Sounds lefty again. Yeah, I know, John. I had to go lefty because watch what happens when I go righty. I'll do it once more. I'm going to go righty. I turn green. So I'm lefty. I think that's a Facebook thing. I don't think it's my phone doing that. Facebook was acting funny tonight. Love hearing you. Thank you, Lena. Excuse me. Lena Horn. Take off the filter. Take off the filter, says somebody. Now, where was the filter? Do you know where the filter would be? Where would the filter? Gefilter. The gefilter? All right. Now, which one is the filter? Wait, let's just work on this for a second. There's this. Invite friends. No, I've already got too many friends watching. That. Let me see. Oh, look at that. It's supposed to have the light. Okay. This will turn it the other way. Let's see what this is. Filter. Filter. Oh. All right, let's see what happens. No. Oh, Lord. There's the filter. This is the filter. I turn it off. Come on, turn it off. And then I turn it, so I'm I'm right-handed. Boom, it's back on again. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's beyond me. Let me see it. Let me do the little thing here. Let's just look at that. No. I don't get it. I'm not going to mess it anymore. It's not going to be one of these shows where Halloween. Thank you, Tomoko. Thank you. Tomoka says it's Halloween. Very funny. You're good, Jake. Thank you, Lena. More music. Oh, more music. Yes, yes. I'm sorry, I forgot. The kind of green. I've thought of that. Blue and green. It's not easy being green. Let's do a song. Now, that was Stephen Sondheim, and a nice song by Stephen Sondheim, a very nice song. And with a little luck, it'll be successful. It's from a show. It's from a show about a barber who cuts people up. I don't think people are going to go for that show. I don't think it's going to be a hit. It's too gruesome. I pull into a parking lot. I take my bass out of the car and oh so gently lay it on the ground. I wait for the attendant and the meanwhile pet the friendly German shepherd that is sniffing all around. The parking lot attendant calls out. I go over to him, but I see a funny look upon his face. He's trying to be nonchalant as behind my back his friendly German shepherd's peeing on my bass. I turn around, I see the hound, I'm simply flabbergasted. Why, this is a disgrace. Unless, of course, it is a message from the gods, a cosmic commentary on the way I play the bass. But then I realize, of course, this is no accident. This is a message, it's a sign. This strange event was only meant to indicate that happiness, good luck, and good fortune would be mine. The gods have sought for years and years to find the perfect person, and now the search is done. And this divinely inspired German shepherd has sniffed around and sniffed around till finally he has found the chosen one. I really do believe it. It helps me feel much better. It helps to lessen my dismay. But the simple fact is that a German shepherd peed upon my. But the simple fact is that a German shepherd peed upon. But the simple fact is that a German shepherd peed upon my bass. This must be my lucky day. John Weber, what do you call it when you do a minor and you end it in a major? Is that like a European something around? She broke it to me gently over breakfast. She told me as we sipped our tea, here comes Vaughn. Here she told me as we sipped our tea. I sat there dumbfounded at what she was telling me. How come this subject never came up? How come this subject stayed concealed? The woman who I married saw the Dodgers play at Ebbets Field. You must understand that as a boy from Maryland, I never saw no major league teams. To have sat beside her watching Reese and Cox and Snyder would have been the answer to my dreams. How come this subject never came up? How come this subject stayed concealed? The mother of my children saw the Dodgers play at Ebbets Field. turn off the bedroom lights and lay my little head down on the pillow. I'd listen to the Dodger games. I knew all the Dodger names. Guys like Reese and Cox and Carl Furillo. How come this subject never came up? How come this subject stayed concealed? I mean, the woman who I sleep with saw the Dodgers play. She could see them every day. Saw the Dodgers play. She only lived 4 miles away. 4 miles away. Saw the Dodgers play at Ebbets Field. I get messed up on the last part because I found out last night, somebody told me, was it Al or Don? Oh no, it was Mom, Donna. I always said she lived a mile away. She lived 4.5 miles away. Still, that's pretty close. But that's about the same distance I was from Memorial Stadium, where the minor league Orioles used to play. The minor league Orioles. But I love them. You know, all those silly, all those guys. As a matter of fact, and I didn't plan this, but I saw in the obituaries today or the other day that a guy named Tomoko. Okay, you.
Eileen Rida.
Rida, yeah, she's a friend of mine. She's a very good singer, actress. She does a musician, guitarist, and her claim to fame is that she is a member of the Chalks. That's really where.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a guy who used to pitch for Baltimore who never made it into the major, had the most incredible fastball. Oh, I have to find his name. What was his name? Oh, I lost that piece of paper. Bet it's over here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Steve Dolkowski. Anybody remember Steve Dolkowski? He had he was the guy who they called Bull Durham. That was where Bull Durham came from. Steve Dolkowski had a massively fast fastball. He had like over 100 miles an hour, but no control, and he never made it to the majors.
Yes, because he probably killed somebody.
Right. Well, they wouldn't let him in,
including the ref, the umpire. Sorry, baseball.
Right. You can I talk about your haircut?
Sure.
Look at this haircut. Where'd you get that haircut, Vaughn?
Yeah.
Me. We sat in the bathroom today, and I took a razor, and he took a razor too, and we just, because this is the style he wanted.
Well, it's the style that I have, but it was getting long, and like the reason, can I tell them the reason why I didn't want to come? Okay, so, no, I don't want to say it. Oh, okay, I'll say it. So I was like playing with the razor, and I like shaved half of my head, so it was like really short. And then it was like longer here, and I had so many Zoom classes, so I had to wear a hat. And everybody's just like, "Why are you wearing a hat?" I'm like, "It's really cold in here. It's freezing." But so I had to do that. But then it's better now, so really.
So you didn't really plan this style? No. Oh, I'm just finding that out this second.
Because I really thought I was going to be able to do the whole thing, but then I just didn't. Oh, thank you.
Looks great, Vaughn. Look at that right there. Looks great. How about mine? Do you like? I never mind. Mine is growing in the back. I'm doing a Duro. I'm playing a Duro. I'm going to have hair down to my ankles. Anyway, everybody's there.
I was thinking of going back.
You're no Sweeney Todd. I'm no Sweeney Todd. We sang that. We were talking about that in the bathroom as I put the razor right next to him. We sang Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, we did.
Christopher Lenz, Vaughn. Even kidding. It's cool. Wait a minute. Stephen Goldberg. Words for Vaughn. Oh. Zerambulicious. Curmudgeon. Strop. Sweeney Todd.
Cut his hair?
No. You know when I do the songs. Wait. Okay, let's do the song. Let's find some words for tonight, and let's see what we.
And I'm gonna go after that because I was just gonna say hi.
Oh, you were just gonna say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I enjoy it though, but like I was gonna.
Good. We enjoy having you. Seriously.
I like reading the comments, like people.
Yeah, well, that's fun. That's half the point of it. That's half the fun of it. But then people
like
say,
the other half too, though.
Sing some songs, they say, or else we're going.
Yeah.
We're leaving you. Like Lena now is thinking, what am I tuned in for? I just lost my pencil. It rolled into the piano. Wait till you hear the piano next.
It's right here.
Did you get it? Can you get it? Oh, all right.
There's this one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all there. Okay, so one word, Howard.
Vaughn, a party pooper. Oh yeah.
Vaughn, a party pooper. That's because you're getting ready to leave. What's the matter? You don't like it here?
Vaughn going to have his own show very soon. Oh, thank you.
Is Vaughn going to start a fashion trend? Yes.
I already like.
Vaughn should cut Jay's hair on camera. Right. Stephen Goldberg. Words for tonight. Pugnacious. I'm going to use pugnacious, Stephen. Pugnacious. By the way, I did get a reply from Ann Hampton Calloway, but she didn't quite understand. I wanted her to. I'm going to send her some words. I wanted to make a tape of this, but I don't know whether she's going to do that or not. Okay, we got one. Pugnacious. See, I've got a edible. Al Cutson. You know Al, right? Yeah. Edible. Epiphany.
Spider. Tomoko Ono said that.
Okay. Rosin. Nonet. Nonet.
Sweeney Todd should cut Trump's hair. That turned out great. I love that.
I didn't say it. You didn't hear me say it.
Sax butt.
Sax butt. Now, all right, fine. I'm not even going to ask what it means because it doesn't really matter. Lasagna.
Tell Carolyn I said hi.
You know what? I thought that was Livornia, because I used to play with a drummer named Billy Livornia, who was he played every studio date in New York in the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and he was a conductor for Liza Minnelli, and I worked for him for a long time. Tell Carolyn hi. I will. Howard replying to Ned, he should. Delish.
Sax butt.
Yes.
Sack butt.
Yeah.
Is an antique trombone. That doesn't sound like an antique
I
trombone.
think no. Bill knows. Sax butt.
Sack butt. Gouda. Sexten. Sextet.
Sextet. 6 people. Has nothing to do with sex. It's sextet.
Oh, okay. Then why isn't it sextet?
That's good thinking. Why isn't it sextet? If it's
booties.
Booty. Oh, now we're see.
Booties, cooties.
All right. Thank you. I'm listening to all the rhymes, Vaughn. You keep pumping those rhymes into me.
All these Rudies. They're so Rudy to me.
Okay, nonet.
And Ellis sextet. Are you going to write a song on this?
Oh yes, I'm absolutely going to. It's written already. Could you turn that so it faces me a little bit? Just and doesn't leave you out of it. You can't leave you out of it, so make sure you're into it. Yeah. Oh. Okay. He was a sax butt player in the Broadway show. No net. No net. Non-ed. He was a sax butt player But he got fired. Oh, gracious. Because he was just a little bit too pugnacious. He was sax butt player in no non-net. Trouble is, he had a little habit of hanging out with the cuties. Too much time, you know, kind of spacing out their booties. Not enough time putting rosin on the sax butt, which of course you would never think to do. I mean, rosin may seem incredible, is actually quite edible, but you have to have a taste for it. Sort of like fish. It's absolutely delicious. I know it seems quite uncanny. This song may come as an epiphany. Tiffany. I went to Macy's, got some Tiffany. But the price of alone was quite an epiphany. So I went to my pal Saxbutt and asked him, could I get a job in no non-net? He said, absolutely, take mine because gracious. I've been too pugnacious. So I brought my bass down and I'm waiting yet to join the non-net sextet. Now you see, that was close to a story. That was really close to a story.
Yeah.
And Vaughn says good night. Good night, Vaughn. A beautiful haircut. Beautiful haircut.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks to see you. Great to see you.
Great
Save
to be on the show.
Save dinner for me.
Okay.
And that wasn't bad. You know, that wasn't bad. I did good. And he did a good job, too. He's getting better at this all the time. You know, I think, now that he's not watching, I think this is really, he's finding out that he can do this. You know, he's getting more natural every night. Now, Francois, if you're looking, no, don't leave. Yeah, sure, I get it. Yeah, don't leave. I can't help it. He had to go. I think his mom, I think he says, I should just stop in for, he was talking about, I should just stop in for a little while. I shouldn't be there too long and just sit around and do nothing. I should have a little guest appearance and jump in, and he's right. Thank you, Stephen. I think you're right. Not the sax butt playing in non-net is probably my best attempt so far. Now, what do? Francois Zalaking sent me a friend thing on this Facebook, but unfortunately, I just thought it didn't matter. And I said, if people want to be friends, I say, sure. And I got the 5,000 in no time. And now I don't have any room for any more friends. The ones I want. I guess I have to just. And if you defriend somebody that they know about, does somebody say, Jay Leonhart just unfriended you? I just wanted you to know that. Do they say, or does it just disappear? They wouldn't be so. Don't tell Vaughn there's no business in show business. I see. Bill Crow, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you saw me. You guys can see that. You guys can see each other's remarks. I don't have to repeat them, do I? I think you guys can actually see them as well as I can. Anyway, Chris Smith was cooking. Chris, what are you doing? Food you can get anytime. Although these are all these shows, I hate to tell you, are up on YouTube on Jay Leonhart from 585. From 5, I just put them up because people, and it's a living record of what the hell I was doing while I was so locked in here. They won't. They don't. Francois, no, I'm going to take somebody off and put you on, Francois, now that I know that Christopher Len says they won't know. We can see you. Can you see the messages, Lena? Can you see the messages as they appear? I think your phone is going in and out of focus. Yeah, it is. You can unfriend Donald Trump. Oh, I can't do that. Thank you, Francois. My phone is going in and out of focus. Well, yeah, and when you come back here and you run in, the phone gets confused. When I'm back there playing and I sit down, it goes, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Let me see if they've solved that little problem of left-handed greenness. No, they didn't. So I still have to be left-handed tonight, which is fine, because you have a much better chance of making in the majors when you can throw a good left-handed slider. So it's that simple. That's very good. I sometimes dream when I can't get to sleep, I dream I'm pitching in the majors, and I have perfect control, and I can throw a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. But I have perfect control, and then it really gets to worrying me. How far outside do you have to pitch it to tempt a batter to swing at a bad pitch? I mean, there's so much goes into it. And I have Stan Musial and Willie Mays of people. Some people might know these people, might not know these people. Stan Musial, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, and older players batting, and I never get past the second batter before I fall asleep because it's too hard. I have to fall into sleep in order to because I can't pitch. You can't figure it out. I'm afraid he's got these big bats. Oh, Harmon Killebrew, and Hank Aaron and everybody. I'm taking one after another. It's an all-star, and I'm trying to figure out how, with perfect control, and a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, wicked curve, wicked slider, how do I get these people out? And by the time I figure out one batter, I'm gone. I've never even got the whole side out once because I fall asleep just worrying about it. Stan the Man, of course, Stan. I saw Stan Musial hit. I actually saw him hit. I think it was in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis, and I went to a baseball game, and I saw him hit. Sandy Koufax. Now, Sandy Koufax could do it, right? Tell me, can you all read each other's comments as they come in? Is that possible? Can you see that? Can you see the comments? So I don't have to keep repeating them. Right, great baseball players. Yeah, I think today's players, especially if they take a lot of drugs, are better. I mean, if they pump up with steroids, they're terrific. I don't know what the problem is. Just pump yourself up and go nuts. I was thinking about, I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to do that. You can. Fantastic. Thank you. Good. Thank you, Doug. Christopher. Van Lingle Mungo. Yes, Van Lingle. That's why I wrote my song about bass players, which you were mentioned in, Bill, but I don't do it anymore because it's so out of date. And the bass players of that era who didn't get mentioned were pissed. Who I missed. I missed them, they get pissed. Mystique. Roberto Clemente, of course. Oh my God. And Frank Robinson. He was a killer. I finally saw Baltimore. I went to the first game in Baltimore. Or was it the second game? I think I went to the second game that Major League Baseball played in Baltimore. I don't think I went to opening day. The only day of school I ever hooked. Split. Johnny Vandermeer, Roberto Clemente, and Ted Kazansky. Anybody remember Ted Kazansky? I'll do another song while we think of it. Oh, I saw a great review of Louis Bellson. Of course, you can't read it because it's going to be backwards. But found a great review, and with Remo Palmieri playing, and they mentioned me, Lester Lannon's John Bunch. Oh yeah, and they mentioned my song, Jay Leonhart, who had in this nice review by John Wilson from 1911. No, it's pretty old. I don't have a date on it, but I'm keeping this one. I'm just going to turn around for a second so you can. Oh, you can't see it. Jazz Lily Wilson, big band. Okay. I had a request for the song, and I'm going to play it anyway. This song came about when my daughter asked me, she was very young, she said, "Dad, how come your poems don't end up in my school books?" I mean, I told her, well, it's not that easy to do that. She said, she didn't understand that at all. I told her, she said, I want to see your song next to Robert Frost. I want to see one of your poems right after Robert Frost. I told her I don't know, but I ended up writing a very good Robert Frost protest song. You don't hear a lot of Robert Frost protest songs. I'll tell you, it's impossible to talk and play the bass. Just have a conversation while keeping something going. Robert Frost did write in settings beautiful and rustic. He wrote of rolling hills and green terrain. While poor me, I must do my writing in the chaos of the city, sometimes even on a subway train. How am I to ever learn? How am I to ever learn about the woodlands and the falling leaves of autumn and such things sublime, when I must spend all of my life trucking around this dirty city, doing what I can to earn a dime, dime, dime. How did Robert Frost make payments on that little country house of his? Where did he get the dough? Could he go down to this country store and sell a poem saying, here's a nice one, I wrote about the snow? Surely now he must have had a sponsor of some sort, perhaps a lady friend who simply rolled in bread. A lady friend to say, now Bob, why don't you take a long, long walk and write whatever pops into your head, head, head. She say, Bobby, don't you worry about the mortgage. No, 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 no. Don't you worry about the bills that you need to. Bobby, why don't you go write a poem about the fences, about the neighbors and the rolling hills? Bobby, don't you worry about the dishes. Bobby, don't you even touch those pans. Bobby, now it is not good that an artist like yourself should be walking around this world with dishpan hands. So you see, old Bob was free to follow through his fancies, wander through the woods behind the muse. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could follow through my fancies. Oh, to be in Bobby's shoes, shoes. Boy, if I had Bobby's life, I could be a hero. Go out and find my fortune and my fame. Only trouble is I hear from people who have found it is it everything in life stays just the same, same, same. Just the same. Of course, we're finding now that everything doesn't stay just the same. Some people can get tested for coronavirus, and some people can't. That alone makes my song the last line a little questionable. A lot of things stay the same when you're rich or poor. Traffic jams remain the same. A broken arm remains the same. Lots of stuff does stay the same, but not everything. Anyway, I can't find a good way to change the last lyric, so I say it and then I talk about it. That's it. I've always known that I wanted to get closer to you. Do you think that maybe there is a small chance that this could happen? Please don't lie, cause if it doesn't happen, I won't die. It's just that I know I could wait forever if it seems even possible that you might give in. But do not worry about me, I am a survivor. Maybe not a thriver, but somehow I manage. Still, it isn't pretty. Think about you only. Still, wallow in self-pity. I get very lonely. Still, I am able to make sense of it. Don't ask how. So I'll cool it. Perhaps I'll even try to struggle on without you. Fumble on without you. Take it easy. Just let the world keep spinning and keep hoping you will come around. Or maybe I will just face facts and stop all this scheming, dreaming, trying to knock your head over heels when it is quite clear how you feel. Guess I lack a certain sex appeal. But who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Woe is me. So I'll cool it. Perhaps I'll even try to struggle on without you, fumble on without you. Take it easy, just let the world keep spinning and keep hoping you will come around. Or maybe I will just face facts and stop all this scheming, dreaming, trying to knock your head over heels when it is quite clear how you feel. I guess I lack a certain sex appeal. But who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Who am I kidding? I'll never give up. Woe is me. That was not a bad version. Not a bad version at all. Anyway, I'm going to take the best of this. I'm going to get the best of this when we're finished. And I will probably never finish. I just had an idea today. Maybe when things calm down, I'm going to get a studio and 3 times a week do a show like this, but have guests. You know, have guests who want to make. I think it's a very good idea. Make it 2 hours and talk and play a lot of songs with people. I think it's a good idea. Anyway, we'll figure that one out. It's now 8:01 p.m. Time for dinner, time for dessert, time for a nightcap, time for something. For me, I haven't eaten yet. Maybe by tomorrow I won't be green. Maybe by tomorrow I'll just be normal. Let's see. No, it's still the same. I don't know. All right. Great to see you all. Thanks for dropping by. I will see you tomorrow at 6:57, maybe 6:56, because it's kind of fun to get out in the street and talk. All right. Thank you, guys. See you later. No, I'm going to look first. Make sure I said hello to everybody. You can go if you wish. I just want to make sure I said hello to everybody. Do-da-da-da-do-dee. Jeff Francel, Andy Watson, Nilson Mata, Mike Meller, yeah man, Howard, John, very much, thank you, Nilson Mata, Stephen Goldberg, Duke Snyder, yeah, Duke Snyder, you should be be a Jim Palmer fan. I am a big Jim Palmer fan. Doug, I don't know whether you're watching this or not. But oops, low battery. Well, I have just the solution. Take this out of here. I'm so clever. I think I plugged this in. I think it's going to work right now. Rotate your phone. I think it's going to be all right. Nilson Mata. Hey, Nilson. Mary Jane. I've got your letter. Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you. Albert Kutzen, your ambidextrous. Pitch left and right. And green. Nice. Dick Clark, yes. Van Lingle Mungo. I'm going to go to the top first. Ooh, Jesus. A lot of people watching tonight. I'm thrilled. Mike Miller. Thank you, Mike. Gary Anderson. Yes, sir. Hope you're well. Bill Crow. Yes. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for your contributions. As always. I love it. Christopher Lentz. Yes, sir. Gary Anderson. Cheering in Vegas. Yes. John DeMarco. Peter Jones. Here in lockdown, Britain, we're loving the Upper West Side travelogues. What is that? Fantastic. See. Ellie Lobo. Christopher Lentz. Audio fine. Francois Zalakane is watching. Barbara Hassenfield is watching. Yes. Oh my. Jim Wincup. Very nice. Howard Glasser. Christopher Lentz. Tony Tressler. Who wrote Mountain Greenery? I used to know them. I don't know anymore. Come on now. Oh, good, we're back. That's good. Garrett Baxter. Let me turn this off here. Turn this off here.